start. Look, a couple of changes out there. Obviously, missing a couple guys. Is there any update on Madge and Shillington?
Shilly is game time decision,
Okay.
so we'll see on him this afternoon, and then Manji will be a day-to-day thing.
Gotcha.
So he won't be in the lineup tonight.
Maybe specifically, we've talked a lot about offenses of late, but do you still kind of feel like, chip away at those things that you've described over the work and hopefully get some offense and some results with it here soon?
Yeah, I think the type wire, or the rope you have to walk when you're kind of in stretches when you're not scoring, is you can't cheat the game to try to generate offense, and that's something that's important for us to make sure we do it the right way. Because our opponent tonight is a very good transition team. So if we're not doing things the right way, you open yourselves up, and we don't want to do that here tonight. So we want to make sure that we're staying with how we expect our team and ourselves to play, and we feel that when we do it the right way, the chances will be there, and then it's just a matter of finishing.
Rasmus also mentioned, obviously they've been so good on the blue line, helping out with some of that offense throughout the year. I mean, he feels like there might be a little bit more they can support in that way. Is that fair too?
Yeah, to a point, and that goes back to my first comment about they have to make the right decision as to when to get involved. If there's a situation where we can create an opportunity without forcing it, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but we don't want to force anything, and that's the same with joining the rush. If you do it right, the plays are going to come to you, and that's what we want our guys to be aware of tonight.
Kind of more so about making good decisions, I guess, good reads.
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't have to hope that a play is going to develop and put yourself in a bad spot defensively, and like I said, those are areas that we have to clean up and be better with.
You mentioned that line. I'm always kind of curious too about feeling maybe the pressure to not make mistakes, and then also just trying to play free and try to create plays when they're there.
Yeah, and and that's a good point. I mean, you don't play the game safe, and our issue that we had in Chicago was the connection in the first period wasn't great, and we felt like we gave up too much room. When we do play that connected game, we don't do that. So that's the style that we want to see from us tonight, is where everybody's really doing their job and trusting that the guy beside him is going to do his as well. And I think when we play that way, we're an effective team.
It's been a while since you've seen them, but is there anything you can take away from that last meeting, especially with how tight it was throughout that whole game?
Yeah, well, it's not just the last game. I think this is one of the better transition teams in the league. They play fast, and that's where we go back to our cheating for offense. It's not something that we want to do. So what we're going to look to do is try not to give them a lot off the rush. So it's making sure that we're playing smart with the puck and doing a good job with our detail.
What have you liked from Dustin this most recent call-up?
He's looked composed and confident in the net, and he's given us a chance to win. So we've talked all year long, he's a good goaltender, and he's in a situation now because of Vladdy's injury that he's going to get opportunities to play games, and that's a great thing for him, and it's a great thing for us.
Without Mange, there is a little bit of shuffling that goes up front. Can that provide a little spark, or maybe just a new look, allow maybe something to develop there?
Yeah, and you can look at the last few games. They've been a lot of the same lines, so we haven't got the results that we've wanted. So it's an opportunity for us to switch a few things up.